I'm at time to start 54, which is perfect.
Let's take a look at these builds. Over 9,000 is running a Assassin, Warrior, Triple Ellie, Standard Backline, Rid Assassin Runner. And Good Name is running a Triple Melee, well, rather specifically Triple Dervish, Mez Ellie midline, and imagine that's Fragility. And a Triple Monk.
Yeah, I haven't really even seen many teams run this sort of style of triple dervish. Usually it's a ranger and a necro or a ranger and a med. Should kind of be interesting to see how they play it with a mesmer and an Ellie.
Do you think the Ellie is there primarily to deal with split? Like you can sort of see by his headpiece, he's a water Ellie.
Yeah, he's a water Ellie. I mean,
perhaps at the same time he's also a facilitator of fragility train because he can snare with fragility up on the target.
Well, we've got number 5 Water Ellie, number 3 Fire Ellie, number 4 Air Ellie. Kind of got Captain Planet thing going on here.
This is American build that's been around for about 8 or 9 months now. Very popular with the Americans of skirmishing with the Assassin and the Triple Ellie and the Warrior. Everybody can move around. It provides you with good defense with the air and the water and a lot of movement.
We see a Sid and a Fire Ellie going into the back of Blue's base, and he's met by number 8, the Flagger Monk.
Healing Burst on Fierce Monking Kiss.
Oh, looks like they're going to make an attempt on that monk here. Chain in that, knock into the meteor. Oh, that was so close.
That was really well done by them. They almost got a kill for it.
That was about as airtight as he could ask with something as difficult to time as meteor. And this monk is not out of the woods yet. Yeah, that Fire Ellie's really relentless, and he's finally next to his guild. And he's now met with Alvatar Balthazar.
Interesting note, back at Flagstand, it isn't a Fragility Mesmer, it's a Domination Mesmer. So they might be trying to spike at stand instead of do some sort of Fragility train.
He's controlling these Ellies, it looks like. And it looks like as far as flag game goes, where is the red flag? Here, on number 2, moving it in. We actually have a warrior for once, a rare sight in guild versus guild. And we have the split guys leaving the blue base out the teleporter. And looks like we're going to see flag push play coming in. Shattered Delusions on that warrior, presumably on the aura stability. Or wait, nobody brings aura stability now, do they?
It's off and on. I mean, in this meta, your prop monk really needs the SOA and the shielding hands if you know you're going to be fighting the Derv train.
Right, and it looks like Split is now going to make a play for these footies, or at least to pressure and spread out that defense. And if not, yeah.
Yeah, they got the Sid on the footies, the Ellie in the back, and then the team at flag stands. They're trying to kind of spread them out 3 different ways and
yeah, they're doing
make them miss.
And that's exactly what this build wants to be doing. Red team is doing exactly what they want. They're getting the fight in multiple locations, and they have a skirmish burst build. They're going to get their kills through bursting people caught out of position, and you get them out of position by spreading them.
Do you see Chio Ori's positioning ever being a problem? Like, he's over here protecting the footy. It was sort of off and on. Like, he let the one foot go, but then he comes to save this footy. But now he's in this weird position where he's like got to heal people from through the ledge here. Oh, he's going around.
Well, it's only going to become a problem once the Warrior stops running flags for what? I mean, if the Warrior's running flags, they're not going to be able to have that much of a kill threat at stand.
That's true, and he's chain running right now.
Yeah, I mean, if they run with somebody else and you get a Warrior and an Ellie, like, they can burst down the one monk if he's left alone. And that's really going to be...
sorry to interrupt you. It looks like they're constantly going to be falling behind here if he keeps, whenever he walks in with this flag, there's a lot of water early pressure. Do you see them ever trying to attempt any sort of ninja boost here?
They're going to try, but it's going to be really hard for them to do a big commitment on it when the other build can just run every single other damage character away from the flag stand and just draw so much attention.
Speaking of drawing attention, we once again have a monk and a dervish defending the base here. At the back door against the assassin and the fire Ellie. It looks like this is going to be like a running theme throughout this match. And the flag is not being moved yet. It's on the staircase for blue team.
And that's something the red team wants to do, is vary up which split they throw at them every time, give them a different look, and hopefully they'll get in this kind of situation where they're able to get the flag kind of gets lost for the blue team in their responses, and the moment that that happens and that warrior doesn't have to run a flag and he can pass it off to one of the elementalists to hold, or the flagger to hold, then he's going to be able to do his damage, and that's when the build is really going to start to shine.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that, because at this point, the water alley for blue team has pushed pretty much into the staircase. He's in a lot of danger now. We've got people pushing up to save him. I don't think he's going to die. But he got really aggressive there in the flag stalling, which is a bit ironic, because the flag isn't even... This warrior's going to get to the stand and realize that he's still holding. He's going to be like, wait, this flag is red.
We'll see when he figures that out. It
He's
seems
like,
he's figured it out now. He is veering around.
It's kind of Red's water alley's turn to kind of just push on the flagger. I mean, he's coming in on defense. Here's a time where even Red could force a boost if they do it.
Yeah, here he's finally coming. He needs to pass the flag off so that Nomos can start to do his damage on the warrior, get on this dervish.
We actually might see a boost here with a little bit of aid. Like, what this warrior is just standing there with the flag. He might as well get on this dervish. This is gonna be so close. I'm not sure if this is very crucial. Oh no!
Oh, that was poorly
I
executed.
can't believe he just Barry Sanders his way in there.
But meanwhile, because that flag was so late for blue, they had to run it with the dervish who had been defending the base. So when the dervish left, the Sin and the Fire Alley were able to just jump in and get the bodyguard, and the monk couldn't really do anything about it.
Really, he honestly could not keep that bodyguard up. I was watching the exciting flag push.
It's just split damage, and it worked extremely well.
So, that's interesting. So how did they just sort of tank the knights while they tried to pressure both the monk and the bodyguard?
I think.
Go ahead.
I think the Sin just jumped on the monk and kept him knock-locked while the
one knight
Farley
down.
took it.
They have so much burst with those two characters, with an Ellie and an assassin. And that monk is,
We have someone
while
closing
they have
the back
healing
door.
burst, which can be used really quickly to counter that, Patient Spirit has that delay, and that's really hurting them. Vile's immediately jumping on this Ellie who's coming back to defend now. Now with this water Ellie back to defend, that they're not going to be able to put the pressure on Red's flag that they were. So we might see Nomos be able to pass a flag off and finally start to use his hammer, which I don't think he's even
Oh my
done
gosh, this dervish medic. Oh, that was so... No, he actually did go there. A
Wow.
timely twisted fin with the rod guards to burst down that dervish. That was very unfortunate. They should have known that was coming. That guy was in position to get behind and start pressuring. Oh, I'm down to 1 FPS again, aren't I?
Yeah, the dervish tried to come back through the back and collapse, but the team stuck in the base, the water alley and the monk, didn't really push out to meet him, and they just kind of left him out to dry. So he got collapsed on himself and paid for it.
This is really frustrating to be down to 1 FPS like this. Do we want to restart the stream? Like, we'll still be in this game, but we're gonna lose a few seconds of footage.
I think people will take that trade to get the good stream back.
Still be coming too.
Well, yeah.
Because I'm still recording it.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and restart the video. It won't be long, like 30 seconds or so. But APOC's still recording, so go ahead and do your thing.
Right now we're seeing blue kind of push into the base now with these dervishes, trying to kind of pin red, it looks like. Kind of trying to pin white into their base. Maybe get these knights killed by balling them up. I don't know how effective it's going to be. What do you think about this play?
It's so, because of the portal on Solitude, it's really hard to keep a team contained if they're really intent on getting out. And, I mean, they don't really even have the threat to kill them even though they're in the base. So they're just taking more pressure from the NPCs and they're not actually getting much done. I don't know if it's actually accomplishing what they wanted to.
It's interesting because this Dom Mesmer is able to get off every single one of his spells, every diversion, every shame, because there's absolutely no way for what to shut it down, but even with 3 dervishes, it's just not giving the impact that it needs to. Diverted Sig Rejuve, it looks like. That's not going to be too bad. Although they did just drop the knight.
Right now, they're trying to kill with just 2 dervishes and a Damas. And I mean, they're able to get the knights because the dervs can ball them, but I don't see them killing through the the air alley and the water alley, and just everything that's there for defense for what. And that's really been kind of the story of the entire game. I mean, even with them sending minimal offense back on split, they really haven't been able to force anything remotely close to a kill at stand.
We're able to see right here the map control what has over good name. I mean, they just have people running around in the middle of the map completely unopposed and moving back and forth. The Sin was able to scare off backward Marathon the Dervish from capping a flag.
And meanwhile, the Fireley's still in the back too with the yeah, I don't see this being a favorable position for good name.
Nomos is also able to, you see him pushing into the base, so now he's finally going to start to be a factor in this match, and that Hammer Warrior is going to wreak havoc if, yeah, with most of the base down like this, he's going to res Sig right here. They can burn Sigs since they're going to be perma boosting. Although this Dervish, oh no, he doesn't have a flag, he went through the porter. Not sure what he's going to hope to accomplish.
If they have enough healing to stay in the pit, Nomos being on a Hammer Warrior can just sit on that monk and they'll be able to score kills like that. And we see them, that's exactly what they're doing. Gonna try and get a kill on the Archer and the Knight. This Nomos just knocks down the number 8 for blue consistent.
Kiss really needs to get some help from somebody to be able to defend this base. There's no way. That Knight, yeah, the Knight drops. It's just too much. The water alley is not enough. At this situation, you almost want to say, bring back your Woe Monk to defend against this and let your flagging heal burster be in the base, right? Tom, be in the other opponent's base?
This is all the pressure you're taking from the NPCs. The healing burst is going to be a lot more useful in there than when he's trying to just heal himself up. But the water alley does go down. He's alone now more than he ever was. And they really need to just change their plan, good name. They need to fall out of the base, maybe reset.
I think this is over, honestly.
20 seconds to kill the bodyguard down might be.
Yeah, this one's over.
It's really just poor response, and then even when they saw it wasn't working, they didn't really change anything up. They just kept the monk and the water alley in the base, and they lost the game because of it.